Alright folks, welcome to this episode. In today's video we're exploring this forest, which I've not been to this year. This is my first visit here this year, and it is Montreathmont Wood. I have explored parts of this forest before on videos, but it's so big that there's a lot of new places to still go and explore, so here we go. There's something lying at the corner of the wood here folks. BKR investigates. Look at this, it's an old thermos flask. The outer bit's rotted away and the glass bit remains inside it. It's maybe been somebody having a picnic, or it was maybe some of the woodcutters that were in here doing timber operations. So it looks like there's been some fresh timber operations here. You can see the marks where the forwarder's freshly been going through here. And look at the way the resin is coming out of the tree. Look, there's a spider stuck in it there. It's like a natural super glue. All those flies and that spider's just stuck to it. The forwarder must have been bringing wood out here. I can't see actually, there's nothing been felled here, but there's proper roads right through here for the forwarder. The size of these forest machines that come through here are incredible. You can see the width of the wheelbase, it's come through for there. It looks so fresh, they're probably actually taking wood out further over there. But I can't hear any chainsaws. I'll have to watch because some of these holes are like 3 foot deep here. I've come about another mile up the same track, still heading in the same direction. It's like 2 miles to the main forest. And look, the forwarder's been ripping it through here too. There's a lot more water at this section here. I can see the moon is in the sky up here. It's probably like 3 degrees. I've left my gloves in the car. Forgot about them until a couple of minutes ago. But we'll just have to brave it out. After the snow in the last video, it's really got a feel of springtime today with the sun shining and the sound of the birds tweeting. In a forest like this you can use the sun as a guide, so you know what direction you're going in relation to where you come into the forest. So like the sun's over here, and as it sets it'll be moving around that way slowly. So at any point if I get lost in the wood, I can what direction that is. And for a bonus navigational item, the moon's out as well, so if I can see the moon, that's at that side, so it's perfect. Here's more areas here where forwarders have been ripping through. There's some cement blocks at the side. There is history of military activity in these woods during the war and that, but I think some of these bits here were when like the road and that got resurfaced with the old spoil for building sites and that. I think stuff like that might have been in the loads and just thrown to the side. Because last year this whole road here got renewed on the surface. And you can see there's all sorts of bricks just lying around from that. All that's from that process. I'm now walking along the other side of the thick bit of forest folks. On my left I've got the old World War II listening station, which is now a private residence. To my right, probably a good couple of mile of thick forest. The path I'm going to be going soon leads through that, but I'm going to walk this way in the sunshine. There's so many midges. The midges fly in little bundles. This is crazy folks. I just walked into them. You can't even see it on the camera, and if you walk into it, there's honestly like thousands. And it seems to be that the fly around where the sun meets the shade, the fly around that, the edge of the shadow, it's worse if you're on the mountain bike and it's like that, because you get a face full of them in an instant. Look at this, folks. We've seen it in most forests we've been to recently on my videos. An old bit of an oil drum. Look, it's just a geocache, folks. Look, we found it. There it is. BKR's found a geocache. And it didn't even do it. Here we go, midges is coming right into the frame. I've walked right into them. That's quite a cool location there underneath the oil drum. The amount of oil drums I've seen in forests recently, I could have hidden loads of geocaches. Can't believe how many midges is out today, folks. This is the worst I've seen it. It must be the mild weather. I'll try and get a shot of these ones swarming. We've made it here, folks, to the next crossroads. And when I've been walking that last little mile there, I've gotten inspired. I was going to go down here and go right, go back through that crazy thick bit of forest, but I'm just thinking I'll go this way for a longer walk through the deep forest, see if we find anything interesting. Somewhere in this forest is meant to be old Roman burial mounds, but I'm not sure exactly where it is. I'll have to try and find out that piece of history and then go and locate it, because that'll be a fun little mission, like. So the proper path's down that way, but in true BKR fashion, we're just going through this direction. So I'm sure there is a path somewhere that we'll come upon. This part of the forest isn't so overgrown at the bottom of the trees, but still, it's a mission to walk through, just because of the way the moss is. Bits of slippy dead tree everywhere. Sometimes it's cool exploring places like this on a mountain bike, but you pretty much hate to stick to paths often. It's bits like this. Branches would just be getting stuck in your wheels the whole time. This is proper off the beaten path exploring. I'm sure there's a cool little pond in the wood somewhere in this direction. It's been a long time since I've been at it, but I'll see if I can find it. Look how rotten the tree is, it's just layer upon layers just rotted and fallen off. I can hear water running there, but it's in the dense overgrowth, so I can't go and see if there's a cool little stream. Crazy conditions, folks. I think this forest is kind of maintained, but it's fell wild in places. Like, it's incredible how different sections of the forest can look totally different. Like the amount of moss over here is amazing. And look at it this side. Looks like big green pillows. It's probably like a beanbag if you went and sat down in it. So I've come out of that bit of forest, and this is like the edge of some different types of bits of forest, so to speak. This is like a crossroads in the wood. There's like a bit of a clearing here. I have just about fallen off my mountain bike here before, because the way the roots are. The forest's even thicker, and in there is where the little pond is. But before we go to that pond, there's something else interesting that I noticed one day. One day I got lost in this wood, and I found an interesting tree, so we'll go and have a look at that. So now we're in a different type of forest. It's the same forest, but it's a total different atmosphere. The trees are so thick here, you couldn't even walk through between them. And it's eerie. Even sound is different in this avenue of trees here. It's incredible. So I think even though I was lost when I found this tree, I'm thinking I'll be able to locate it again. Just think, one tree in this whole forest. This is crazy. There's no paths around here. This might be the wrong path that I'm on, folks. Look at it, we're in the unforgiving terrain here. This is it, folks, we found it. Look, somebody's been using this tree as a target. And there's actually a hole right through the tree. Look at it there. There's where the target's been pinned onto it. And look, they've been coming out the back of the tree here. So anyone walking through the forest would have been at risk. I found this one day because I was lost and I came out of the forest here. I had been climbing over trees and I came round and I thought, what? Honestly, my first reaction was I thought it was probably a woodpecker. And then I realised, there you go, that tree will probably fall down because it'll get rotten inside. It's incredible that I was able to find that one tree in this whole forest, and this isn't even a path here. From this location, we're not too far from the pond. Look at the way the light's shining through the trees here. It's an incredible scene. Once again, real exploring, folks. Climbing through wilderness. Climbing through dead trees. So this little path that leads through the trees here into the darkness is the path that takes us to the little pond. Ponds like this one we're about to see were put here so if there was ever like a forest fire, they could easily pump water or collect water from there. So I think there's a few different ponds throughout the forest. Look at this. It's a crazy maze of waterways and it's very mossy. I've cycled through here before and it's a proper mission because the way the tree roots are here rattles your bones for sure. I've come through here when it's been getting dark before and it's pretty scary, but it's just your mind playing tricks on you a lot of the time with stuff like that. This is us at the pond now. There's all these little bridges through over the ditches. Here it is, we've made it. We've made it to the pond, folks. I think that, like I said, there's multiple ponds throughout the forest. I can hear an unusual bird making a noise. There's a pigeon making a noise as well over here. There's another pond like this that we'll be walking past on this mission, so we'll have a look at it as well. It's a funny sounding animal. Funny sounding bird. So calm to stay on the water. Surprised there's no midges around here. This would be a cool camping spot in here next to the water, as long as you take your litter home. Unlike this massive amount of litter here. So it doesn't look like it, but this is actually our path. And every time I go down this path, I get lost. And I have to make my way through the wood, lost, and then I eventually find the path again. So